song I'm going to do is called Beat Up Silver Flask. I don't quite know where I got the inspiration to it. I think I was watching Antique Roadshow or something. And somehow or other this silver flask came into my awareness, and I started thinking about, what could you do with a silver flask? And, what kind of stories could it tell? So that's basically what this is. This is a story song. And doesn't have much singing in it. It's more narration, which is a good thing because I'm suffering from mountain cedaritis here, so I'm hoping I can get through the song. But it's called Beat Up Silver Flask. Well, it was just about 5 years ago, and I was headed home on leave. In my camos, on my iron horse, cutting through a warm spring breeze. Well, I was cruising down a backwoods road when I passed a rundown shack with a sign that said estate sale, and I laughed and I turned back. Well, an old man was sitting on the porch, told me straight away. Said, if you see anything you want, son, I'll tell you what to pay. Well, I had no expectations, but I felt compelled to see. And it was like some unseen force inside was just calling out to me. Well, I looked around outside and in, and all I saw was junk. And then I saw a beat up silver flask in a dusty leather trunk. Well, how much you want for this, old man? As I held it in my hand. He said, I'm sorry, son, that's not for sale. I hope you'll understand. See, my daddy's great-grandpappy found that flask at Gettysburg. And it was filled with sipping whiskey. It was a treasure well deserved. And it was lost for some poor soldier, maybe blue or maybe gray. But it was smooth and warm and welcome. Didn't matter much anyway. Gather around the campfire, boys. Shake off the Yankee dust. Pass that flask so we all can sip some courage, some rust. Well, the battle raged for several days, and that flask took destiny's part. See that dent right there is from a musket ball. Would have cut his heart. Yeah, it made it back without a scratch, but the heart stayed alive. And it drank the flask dry every day, just trying to survive. Gather at the river, boys, in God let's put our trust. Take a little nip of piety and thank Jesus if you must. Well, the flask's been passed from son to son, and it's seen its fill of war. Provided sips of comfort on many a foreign shore. And it's carried the finest brandy and the shine from a simple still. Stories told that even old TR took a sip on San Juan Hill. Well, my daddy died at Normandy, and the flask made its way to me. I took it off to Vietnam back in 1963. And I gave it to my only son the day he earned his Green Beret. Can't use it anymore. See, he's dead 3 years last month. Yeah, he died in a third world hellhole called Afghanistan. And the people there just don't give a damn about help from on the sand. So now you know why that flask just doesn't have a price. It's been paid by generations of my family's sacrifice. I tell you what, young fella, well, it's yours without a cost. If you promise me that you'll pass it on, so the story won't be lost. Well, I looked deep in that old man's eyes and I saw recognition. That he had found himself a soldier to carry out the mission. So I shook his hand and I put that flask inside of my shirt pocket. He put a shaky hand across my heart. Twice he gently tapped it. He looked at me and he gently smiled and he seemed fulfilled with hope. Then he slowly walked back to his chair and sat down before he spoke. Well, God bless you, son, for what you'll do as you set to meet your task. Take some courage, pride, and comfort from that beat-up silver flag.